Okay, let's see if this is actually working. Okay, I'm watching myself on Zap.stream, so clearly this worked. I sat down to do some front-end coding here this Saturday afternoon, and then I realized I've been wanting to try out Zap.stream for a long time. So here I am, I have it hooked up, and it works as advertised. So cool. Scratch that itch. I'm going to get right. Oops, might have dropped off for a moment there. The wrong thing on my mouse. But yeah, I'm going to be doing some front end coding today on something that I've designed here. And if it's helpful for you, you can follow along if you're interested in learning some more front end dev stuff. All right, let's dive in here. I'll make that a little bit bigger here. And let me just check my mic settings and all that before I get too deep into this. So, okay, I've got my nice microphone, my headphones. Okay, I think we're good to go here. All right. So I'm trying to work on some updates for the ATL BitLab website here. Let's see what we can do. Let me just share this link real quick. Unexpected application error. What? Okay, I'm realizing that keyboard might get a little aggravating sounding. So I'm going to switch here to a different microphone. Maybe that'll sound a little better. It sounds like when I'm typing now. Yeah, hopefully that sounds better. That's good. While I'm talking and typing, see what happens if I do an inception, like watching what I just recorded in the other browser window. I think that's better, so I'm going to roll with it. All right. So, okay, now I'm ready. Screen window. Okay, so I'm going to be working on this website today. Needs a little bit of love. Very common story of the website. You start off brand new with a business, company, project, whatever. There's not a whole lot of information out there on it. So you default to this single page scrolling design where you just have everything and all you want to talk about all on one page. And you just try to make it look zazzy and all that and compensate for the fact that you don't have a lot of content. And then a year, 2 years, whatever passes, and then you get to the point where you're starting to rack up content and accumulate stuff, and suddenly the single page design doesn't work any better, and then you know you're trying to cram too much content into one page, or you don't have a good enough page template defined for just like what an ordinary page looks like not a stylized marketing page on the front end, just like what is just like a regular default you know page with content on it look like. So trying to fix that with this new design. It's not the zazziest looking thing, but I think it's more I've just been trying to think about it more from like content architecture and all that. um, so yeah, what we want to be talking about with our space, all of that, all the projects going on in the lab, all of that. One thing that's really important for me for this new version is, like I said, just having like a default page, so that we need to add new pages. It doesn't become like a complete reinvention of the wheel. Uh, Also, using this as an opportunity to learn PenPot a little bit. It's as a design tool, it's definitely evolved a lot from where it was when I first tried it about a year and a half ago. So, it still doesn't have quite the same smooth performance like it's compared to Figma. It just, I don't know, just sometimes feels a little clunkier, but it's come a long way, and I was pretty surprised at how much I was able to get done with this tool. So I'm going to dive right in. I'm going to start, I think, just coding this header, just kind of treat this one component at a time. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So I'm just going to make a new file here. .tsx. Just looking for my style. So I was using interfaces before. Okay. Cool. Just put something in there and make sure it's working. And I'm going to go here. And let's just inject it here. Do my import automatically. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, and let's get a dev server going here. Okay, it says the word header there, so we know that that worked. Yay. So let's take a look at this header and the design here. So we have a slot where our logo can go, then we just have some basic stuff, links and stuff, nothing too fancy. Okay, let's get it done then. Be all semantic and use a header tag here. Try. Okay, so I have a link for the header and then a link representing one thing in the nav here. Just go ahead and build out the ability to have a bunch of different links. Okay. Let's think here. I guess what it really needs is needs text that goes in there. It needs an href, and then maybe whether we want it to go open in a new tab or not, if we want to really overthink this. Yeah, can't think of anything else it would need. Okay. Oh, you read my mind, AI. And then I will say, we have what? It's gonna leave these all default for now because I'm not sure the exact URLs. It's all the same. 2, 3, 4, 5. Thanks. Trouble with the basic map here. Been doing a lot of spell lately. Yeah, so I thought we didn't need the return statement. Pasting. Doing it. Have links.map, treating each one as a link, key, href. Good. I have all of our stuff going in there. That's looking really good. Let's get rid of that crap. Okay, just getting that stuff spaced out. How much padding did I leave here? And where is the pinpot conception of padding? Header inner, maybe? 16 on top and then 24 on the sides. So if I translate that to Tailwind CSS terms, go in units of about 4 pixels. So that would be PY4 and PX6. I want to go hide this like store thing temporarily while I'm working on this. Is that? Yep, that's the one. At all. Good. That's right. I decided to get some other fonts in there. Okay, I'm going to get that on it. Let's just look at this real quick. Okay, so that's our board. Okay. And it's a gap of 48 pixels, so 12 in tailwind or lens. Okay, so we will say this, row, gap 12. Of course, making an error here. I'm starting with desktop, and it's really going to be better if I just start with mobile. Think about it mobile first, which I was a little too lazy to do while designing, but let's see what we can do right here. Or did I plan it out? I can't remember. Okay, so something's a little jacked up here. That's probably because of all the fun, other exciting things on this page. Maybe I'd hit the, yeah, okay, perfect. Who cares? What is causing that? Something in that header is, okay, let's see what we can do here. It might just be that it's not like collapsing properly. Let's actually see that real quick. I mean, we can fix that with a little CSS, but did I actually provide like a mobile version anywhere on this page? I don't think I did. Okay, no problem. We'll just do it live. Hamburger menu. Let's add in a hamburger menu. Simple as that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is turn this to flexible, just so that we can get it not behaving like shit. There we go. That's good. Next we need to get an icon in here. Should already have an icon library already. Or what is it? Menu icon. It's called hamburger. It's called menu. Menu. Okay. Import. Do I not have icons added on here? Huh. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. Yeah, okay. I don't. Well, let's get it. Let's get these Bitcoin icons on here. Let's get it with the get it button. That's the Yarny way of doing it. Nice. Look at that updated package.json. Menu icon from sure. Then I think we need like line line that's filled outline. Going icons react outline. Okay, nice. That's good. Then I should be able to just say Why don't we put it inside the nav here? Yeah, I like this. Thank you. You read my mind once again, OpenAI. Well, oh no, I know what it is. It's a do some weird. It's like, yeah, it's not a default import or whatever. Okay, there we go. So we got, okay, that's menu-esque looking. I think let's just make this like screen reader only. Yeah, that's what we need. The way people with screen readers or whatever AI agents can read it, but it'll just be an icon for the rest of us. Okay. What next? Well, I can tell you this probably needs to collapse a little bit. No, no, we kind of don't want, it's going to be a little weird we want this and this to always be horizontal with each other. So we really need this outside of the nav. So if that's fine, we'll do that. Shouldn't mess anything up. Okay, it's good. I'm gonna see if I can be a badass and use flex wrap and not use unnecessary divs, but we'll see how far that gets me in life. Okay. And let's skip out like maybe. Oh, I meant to say empty. Good. Just try between the center. I want that hamburger and that logo to be, yeah. You know, I want to see if I can import this from the filled one because it's just looking a little like skinny compared. Yeah, looking a little skinny compared to the typeface, I think. Okay, so get that figured out, then I can let's do a showy Heidi. It's also kind of bothering me the underlining. Let me get the show hide going. All manner of things I could be doing really. So let's just start jotting these down and then gonna get in trouble for commenting it this ways. Okay, so what to do we want is it's for task typeface. Other one we want is oh hey Chad. Some activity in the comments here. Put like a cyborg arm emoji or whatever. Okay, where was I? So I was typing in my the comments. Yeah, that's very good. Okay. Well, I'll start with the logo. Fancy. Okay. Let's add the logo. I think we can just do this by our image. That's not what I meant. I meant to say just. Let me just double check. There's like some deprecated image component, I think. Let me make sure I'm not accidentally using that one. Yeah, image from next image. Okay, good. Cool. So we have that. Let's add that in here. And source. Sure, sounds good. I assume that file exists. Let's verify. No, it does not exist. We just have Hors white. Okay, that's fine. I can amend this. Probably have it here as a component. Yeah. It's just things I do and don't like about PenPot's component system. It is weird, kind of like the master component doesn't actually exist anywhere in the file, like it only exists in the asset library. So this is just like another instance of the component. Oh, and this is another thing. It's stuck as a magnifying glass on my mouse. There we go. So this is just like another instance, but I can't shake the old Figma habit of wanting to have like a little home for all the components. So I have just my own little page full of components with instances of each component. All right, what are we gonna do? Let's export this. That's 1224. Okay, good enough for our needs. Transparent PNG. It's fine. We are going to rely on all of the um, resizing stuff that comes with Next in order to get the sizing right. So that won't be a big deal. Wide is that one? It's 2000 by 755. I think I'm gonna try and resize the logo to be the same. So I'm gonna say export PNG. Because we're gonna need this for light mode and dark mode. We're gonna need like two different versions of the same one. So we'll just modify both of these logos in the same one. Just let it interpolate the height. Big is it in the design? Sometimes like drilling, double clicking into components also doesn't work as well in PenPot, which is kind of annoying. 131. Let me round that to a more pleasing four divisible number like 132. Okay, and then let's make this an SR only. Missing required height property. Fuck you. Strike that out and then sure, whatever. It's not yelling at me anymore. Yay. Hmm. Mhm. It's looking good. Let's go to Schmoogle fonts. Okay, I gotta look up the fancy pants way that we're supposed to import fonts using Next.js. We're actually come up with a legacy version of Next.js, so who knows if it's even applicable, but let's find out. Uh, yes, they have like their own little component things. Okay, let's check it out. Nice, it's there. Now, I think what I'm really going to want to do is just like, I want to put this in a higher level place in the app, but it is what it is. If loading a variable font, you don't need to specify the font. Wait, is this a variable font? I don't think so, because it looks like it has all these predefined ones. So yeah, all right, cool. Now we specify multiple. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Like a whole array of thingamajiggers. Yeah. What kind of font weights am I using in my penpal file? Looks like a 300 or a 400. That's regular, so it should be about a 400. Regular. Yeah, about the 400 range. Regular. That is a semi-bold 600. That looks like a 700, but let's find out. See, I'm really having to like manually find this shit. I can't just double click the layers in PenBot. That's a 700. Okay, so I got fancy with it. So I got a 400, a 600, and a 700. Let's give it a shot. Oh, looking in the comments here. Hey, no goods here. Can't zap. What are you working on? I'm working on the ATL BitLab website, trying to redesign it to be a little more versatile and not just have a long page. Wonder why I can't zap. You know what? I bet this might have to do with my self-custodial zapping thing. I've heard other people complain about this before. I have it hooked up to my voltage node. What happens if I try to zap myself on this other monitor here? Huh, I was able to zap myself. No, Chad, I'm using not using LM bits. What I'm using is we have a zap service of voltage. Basically, it's vlt.ge. So you get a lightning address that's like at vlt.ge, and then it just reroutes to your voltage node, basically. Ah, thanks for the zap. Okay, that one worked that time. I just have the magic touch. Appreciate it. Oh man, me and No Good are the top zappers. 21 sats each. Okay. But yeah, Chad, this is what real front end dev looks like. It's not pretty. But since we're talking about it, I'll maybe I can bring it up real quick. Really doing it live here. Pull up an authenticator thing. Come on, log in. Now I gotta go to this other authentication mechanism. It's cool. We'll have this fixed soon enough. I don't think there's anything sensitive on this screen. Yeah, okay. Now I'll pull it over and show it off. Yeah, this is how my zaps are set up. So we have a Nostr thing right now on Voltage, and it's like basically you can just make as many of these accounts as you want, and then I have mine set for a NIP5 of Steven at Voltage, and then I just pass in my npub. So like you can go and you can edit it and change what npub and all that is set up. So it basically just hooks directly up to my self-custodial node. Um, and yeah, it's basically like voltage is just, fetching the invoices for you and all that, but the invoices all get paid directly to your node. Okay. Where was I? Never know where you work or what you're working on. Just told. Yeah, I'm with voltage now. But trying to get some stuff for ATL Lab, which is our neighborhood Bitcoin hackerspace, trying to get that squared away. Okay, so you just turned off the underlines on all these links here. I think Next, what was my on my to-do list? Oh yeah, I was in the middle of setting up Space Grotesque as a typeface. Okay. So, do you want italic? What's it yelling at about me here? Red squiggly. Type italic is not assignable to type normal. WTF. I do know I need some other weights here. I need 600 and 700 because it was fancy and used a bunch of different. Are these people stumped? Are they calling it oblique instead of italic? No? Oh, maybe Space Grotesque doesn't have an italic, which is fine. I'm only using it as like a display typeface anyways. Yeah, they're on the straight and narrow. No italic. None of that slanting. Okay, just off and think everything else looks good. And let's call that Space Grotesque. And let me verify with them in the next thing. Oh, I think it just pulls it on the page. From there, I can just go to my freaking Tailwind file and uh, pop it in there. So, how do they recommend on here? What's the name we use? I'm a little lost on the new Google fonts, to be perfectly honest. I think I can. What is it? Select the family. Okay. Okay, just Space Grotesque. One space in between. Okay, that works for me. So I'm going to go to the tailwind.config and see what we can get into. Theme, extend, colors. Is this my first time modifying the font for this website? It might be. Okay, let me double check. I can't remember where exactly in the tailwind module export thing it goes. So let's just read the docs. What? Family? Yeah, there we go. Using customizing your theme. And we do it module exports theme font family. Not in the extension, in the font family. Okay. So I give that a shot. Then I think it was just like, yeah, okay, easy enough. Sans serif. Sure. I don't really know why these double quotes there. I'll try to space. That's we're good. Looking good. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. What it is I need to be cognizant that am I using Space Grotesque everywhere? I just selected this typeface being totally okay with the fact that it didn't have italic. It's okay. We can come up with some, I don't know, justification like, oh, italic is, some relic of the 20th century, true modernists don't use, italics anymore. Using oblique typefaces is a symptom of the disease that is fiat. We keep our letters, perfectly upright. Yeah, let's just go with that. Okay, we'll map that onto the sans serif. And let's see what we can do here. I think that font changed, but it's a little, no, I feel like it's missing the kind of, what is it missing? Yeah, it's got some little, it's not even like a full true sans serif. It's like a partial sans serif. Like the B still has some little slab nooks coming off of it. Yeah, and so I don't really feel like that's doing that. Also, I don't have, no, blog. Blog would have the little boops coming off of it. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Batch family. Yeah, it's still pulling in as Montserrat. You know what I should do real quick is just start that real quick. Oh, and then I'm probably pulling in Montserrat here. Why am I pulling in Montserrat? Oh, I bet it's not pulling in there. Extra config. Hmm. Oh, that's not the default thing. It's just called Sans, I think. No, it is font. Okay. Regardless, let's just try this out. Start that and then save. Buddy. Oh, cool. Chat's sharing in the chat all the cool Nostr streaming stuff he's working on. It's awesome. Okay, what do we got going on here? Something changed here. Okay, that worked. Font family size, recognizing that, but does it looks like Arial or Helvetica or something. Helvetica. Okay, what we got going on here? It's a bug hunt. Is the font failing to pull down? No, it should be pulling it in through the next thing, so it should be okay. Thanks for joining. No good. Catch you later, dude. Oh, yeah, I remember this. For some reason on locally running Next.js stuff, I sometimes have issues when pulling in the fonts. They work on production, but not on local dev, which is really annoying. Yeah. It's the same way with the BitDev's upgraded website. The fonts are broken looking on local dev, but they work fine on staging and production. That's fine. I'm just gonna roll with that for now. We'll fix it later if it's not working. Okay, next up. I think the spacing is a little too much for mobile. And then I will do the menu hamburger toggle. Make it more like a gap 6. Okay, looking good. Now let's get this toggle going here. So make this menu show and hide now. Okay, the hidden menu as expected. Now let's set our hamburger menu to do its thing. Surprised that's not working. I'm surprised that like some, uh, tiny annoying detail of managing React state didn't come to bite me in the ass there. Wow, mind-boggling that that worked with just a simple little like exclamation point in front of menu open. All right, I dig it. This I can work with. This is good Saturday afternoon. Okay. Be nice to have kind of like a modal thing or something there, like kind of like a dark area or something that covers that up. So let's get that going. Good thing I surrounded these in the little like empty brackets. So let's create an overlay. So class name, say absolute, width full, height full, top 0, left 0, and then what? Let's fix it. Whole game is rigged. Oh, so BG, gray, no, BG, gray, 800, and then we'll divide that by like 50. Okay, so we have a nice little overlay now, but some kind of crazy feature of how I had to hack this shit where the background parallaxing background images is messing with it. Probably has something to do with some Z index or whatever. So let's check it out and see. Z index auto. Really? Well, we'll just see what happens if we manually add some, Z indexes here. So we say Z50 for that one. Okay, good. It's covering that. Now I need to get my header on top of that. So say relative Z25 maybe. No, doesn't like it. Okay. Let's see what happens if I move this here. Oh, duh, because that's a lower value. Here, let's just not change two variables at once here. Let's say that's a 25 and that's a 50. You know what? Let's just get arbitrary with this because apparently 50 was better for this. Yeah, perfect. Now we have the dark area covering the background of the page, and we have that. Okay. So then what we want to do is we want to say something very similar to this, actually. We want to say menu open and give me that. And then for perfect. It is kind of pushing everything down. You see that BitLab logo gets pushed down the page, so we're going to want to fix that. Probably just need to do something like, I don't know, first apply word wrap in my editor so I don't drive myself crazy. Then maybe just call it sticky. Something like that. See how that goes. Nope. Does it not like this one? Um, what if I say absolute? Yeah. Just testing the response. If I delete that. Okay, so it's definitely like responding to the positioning of this thing. Oh, thanks for the zap, whoever just zapped me, whose name I cannot read because we are probably on different relays or something to that effect. Okay. Is this thing actually positioned absolutely? I feel like it's not behaving as advertised. Yeah, it's relative. Something's getting overridden here. Um, uh, how? Just because they're both applied, I just figured the absolute one would have taken precedence since it's applied afterwards, but maybe not. Okay, that looks like an improvement. Okay, well, whatever. Got that fixed. And actually, now that I think about that, it really needs to be fixed, unfortunately. I do want this to be a sticky header. Oh, hold on, let me mess around with the sticky thing. Then okay. Try that. Try these modern properties. See if I can get them to work before I go caveman on this and start using position fixed. Okay, that will get the job done. Let's look at our pen pop file again. Did I have like a stroke under that? Yeah, I do. I got look at that, that tasteful gray stroke. Um, all right, let's get it done. Um, how about border gray? So I got 300 I'd estimate, and then let's say border B. Yep, that looks like a subtle, tasteful gray stroke. Okay, got that done. Great. Let's start moving up the breakpoints here. Let's go to an iPad menu. What do we got? You know what? I can live with that. That'll get the job done. If I flip this fucker to the side. Well, we're going to need to start actually showing the menu at some point. So the 1024 breakpoint, the large breakpoint, maybe that's a place to start. And if not, we'll bump it up a breakpoint. Okay, so what are we going to do here? So we're going to say, uh, I think what we'll say is we'll say LG hidden. Worked. So yeah, LG hidden. Flip it back the other way, it'll appear. Flip it the other way, the button goes away. Nice. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll say max LG hidden for this one. So now on LG, it's not hidden, but on medium it is. Okay, good. Next thing we need to do is we need to change the stuff. So we need to say LG flex row, yay. And then I think in the design it was a gap of 12. So we'll say LG gap 12. There is just enough room for that, let me tell you, just enough room. I'm gonna override the designer, which is me, and yeah, just smush those in just a little bit, just tighten these up. So if we ever do add a link that's a little bit longer, we have a little bit of room to grow before we bump into the logo and start breaking our layout. All right, this is working. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Hmm. We should look at this at an even larger screen size and just see I don't know, is there cause for alarm? So go, okay. Uh, it's nothing like the satisfaction of playing with your responsive design and not having it break and go completely crazy on you. You know, it might not be a bad idea if we had some kind of like, I don't know, page current thing or something to that effect. Let's try it out. Let's make a current style. Um, we'll need to dynamically have this like do its thing for every page, but let's just get the styling down for now. So for this one, we'll say it's got classmate on it, and so it'll just be a little bit of logic in here, and then we'll say then uh, main dot current. if link.current, then do font that's semi-bold otherwise. Okay, that's looking good. Now we have a way to mark things as current. So anything we apply the current to will get that styling. All right, that's good. What else can we do? I'm just gonna go ahead and set that to false. The thing I could think about next to do would be we need to work in some kind of dark mode. Unfortunately, Next.js and Tailwind both have some stuff built in that we can use already for this. So we are done with that. Oh, my balance is getting low on zap.stream. Well, that's cool. They're letting me know. Let me do that. Next thing I'll do is say to do dark mode. And then I'm also going to say to it was just with me. Oh yeah, I want to take move space grotesque outside the header component. Header mobile place in the app. So, yeah. Cool. So we're gonna take a break here. Some emojis in here. Good. Oh, PyConti asking in the chat, when did this go live? It went live about an hour ago, I guess. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break here. We'll be back. All right, I'm back. Build a website. Right. So we're back here. Okay, my to-do list. Let me get this component right. Dark mode and move the space grotesque component. Move space grotesque outside the header component to a high level place on the website. Let me start with that first. I feel like that's probably easier. Oh, you know what? Let's do this not using the home page as a like thing or whatever. Let's instead say template. Yeah, it's just that. All right. We're gonna need this like page template thing anyways, so let's just go ahead and build it as a place to like be able to kind of test out these components in piece. There we go. It's looking good. Okay. Already starting to look like our design. I think I when I changed commands midway through there. Okay. Let's say get checkout. Here we can do staging branch that I can use for staging all these changes because update display is going to be more than one PR. Redesign. Okay, redesign stage. Okay, the build on Netlify failed. Here. Yes. Linter doesn't like this shit. Okay. Oh yeah, no, that's not good. Next prefers to use their link component, which has some special advantages. They're eluding me at this moment in time. Okay. That is looking good. Trying to do right now is I'm on another monitor messing around with Netlify settings. I want to get deploy previews set up for this thing so that I can verify that the font looks okay. Kind of did that. Okay, it's kicking off with another deploy preview. Let's see how this looks. Meantime, I'm going to start double checking the literature on the Next.js dark mode. I don't know, it's in the Tailwind docs. That's where I remember reading about it. I usually use the dark class, which also uses some dark media queries under the hood, but allows for manual configuration, which is kind of nice. Module.exports dark mode class. So right out in the open at the root level, okay. Display preview is open, good. Yep, nope, still got the same. Let's get the incorrect font. Hey, that all works. Sort of. Any troubleshoot this font? Still not working even on the deploy preview. Okay. So we got that pulling down correctly, or it's at least having the correct name in the CSS. I suspect it's something with this right here. Let's just read that article again, make sure I didn't mess something up. Oh, I see. We got to put it on like the fucking root here. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do. Uh-oh, that didn't look good in the console output. Space grotesque is not defined because I didn't import it in this file. Import space grotesque. Cannot be used within pages document.js. Okay, well, where can I use it? This might be because I'm on the older version of Next. Hmm. Yeah, I see. Uses the newer version, uses the layout.tsx. Okay. I'm going to take note of this later. We'll fix this later. Just taking note of it later in my issue tracker. Okay, then you know what I'm going to do for now? We're just going to use the ones from Google server. So we don't need to use the fancy pants Next.js way of doing this. Let's just, might be able to just do this shit right here. Let's make sure we have it all. Remove light, regular, semi-bold, and bold. And then I'm just going to do an import here. Let's see if I can put in globals.css without it yelling at me. Hey, look at that. Easy as shit. Now that's correct typeface. That's starting to look like the design. All right, let's get this shit cleaned up. Okay, it's now been generalized across the whole site. Yay, did that. Nice. Okay, then I think I want to see if I can get dark mode figure out and then call it a day. So let's do it. Let's dark mode this website. All right. So, well, let's commit this real quick too, just for like so we can finish out this chapter in our lives. Let's just kick off that CI/CD pipeline for no reason. All right, let's get some dark mode going here. So I went to tailwind.config. I set dark mode to class, which should be good, which means that anytime there is a dark class, those styles should apply, I believe. Yeah, that's all we had to do. Um, and then what I need to do is I need to set a little button doohickey that will do whatever it needs to do. We're gonna need to add a little toggle doohickey in here. Yeah, let's do it. Where's my Bitcoin icons page? Sun icon? Yeah, and then there should be a moon. All right, let's do it. Let's get this shit imported. All right, header. Import menu icon, sun icon, moon icon, and then do that. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to say we're going to make a variable here for whether or not the dark mode is enabled or not, and say constant. Oh, read my mind. All right, and then what we're going to do is let's pop it here, maybe next to this button here. Put that. I'm going to put duplicate the menu button, but I'm going to instead do a like dark mode button and be like why does it even need a freaking flex and all this shit? It's not doing anything. All that other stuff is screen reader only text. Yeah, that's all we need. And this one's not gonna hide based on whatever. Okay, what we got? All right, we have a little dark mode thing. Let's set the same to flex, however. Throw gap one maybe. Let's see how that looks now. Maybe two. I don't know. I also want to say item center. Yeah, nice. We'll say gap 4. Okay, starting to look better. I think this just needs a little less. It should be a little lighter. Okay, so it's currently set to do the same thing as the menu. Um, we're going to do the same thing. Here's what we'll do. We'll say shed toggle dark mode. There we go. And we'll set dark mode to the opposite of dark mode. Then I'll take that and I'll put this here. Let's try that out. Yeah, do I even need all this crap? Can I just like okay, so that should work. And then I can also so here, just to get this like tested out, we're gonna say this is BG white, and then we'll say dark BG uh, gray, BG gray, say text black, but then we'll say dark text white. Okay, so like that. And so obviously we don't have dark mode enabled now, but I bet if I say class equal to dark. Yeah, okay. So that part of it works. CSS is behaving as CSS should. Now we need to actually get this scene appending and removing that class to the HTML tag. Um, right out. So we will go ahead and set that. We'll say document dot document element class. Yeah, might do it actually. Okay, shit, that worked. Nice, nice. We can see our little dark class is being added on and removed. That's good. All right, what next? We need it to respect local storage and operating system preference. So if I turn that on and then refresh the page, it goes back to normal. So we need to be able to store it in local storage so that it persists through page refresh. We also need it such that if there is nothing in local storage already, it will default to whatever the operating system preference is. So in my case, the OS preference is dark mode. So if I land on this page for the very first time and nothing's in my local storage, I should see dark mode, but I should have the ability to toggle it off with this button. All right, let's make it happen. All right, so we got our toggle dark mode, set dark mode. We need to add it to local storage. So we will say document dot storage dot set local storage. What is it? Uh, Huh, they don't even bother. It's set item. That's what it was. It was just set item. Local storage dot set. I don't know why it needs to JSON string. Let's just say dark mode. Right, local storage is just all stringy, isn't it? So I'll just use 1 and 0 instead. It's effectively about as good as using true or false, but it still just like takes up less space, I guess. Okay, we're gonna go over here to application. We're gonna check our local storage. Okay, dark mode 1. Here we go. Okay, actually, can I set it like that? False, true, false. It's like the inverse of what I would expect it to be. Probably because of this delay here. True, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. You see how it's changing now? All right, so that's starting to look good. We toggle the class for that. All right, what next? Now we need, so we're now setting it, save into local storage. Now we need to pull it from local storage on page load. So, or whatever, however these reactive app frameworks work. Um, okay, so what we'll do is, why don't we just say local storage dot get item, dark mode. Oh, how about that? Document dot true the document class, otherwise document dot class is removed. Yeah, actually, you once again read my mind. Dark mode. What are we doing? This local storage is not defined. Well, why isn't it defined? Console.log, local storage. Oh, I just want the whole thing. Give me the whole damn thing. Yeah, okay. It's not defined. You know what I bet this is? This is probably one of those things that, like, where some of things in Next.js are like server and some are client and all that, and so the local storage thing isn't going to exist. Stuff's not going to exist when it's just in the root of the function like that. Okay, let's figure it out. Try to say if local storage. I'm going to say if local storage. Oh boy. All right. if local storage log it. Let's see. Use effect. Really fucking forgot about that. They used to not having to do this in Smeltland. Okay, so let's try this out. If local storage, let's just see real quick. Does it do its thing? Okay. Oh, that's good. So We'll say if local storage dot get item dark mode is equal to true, set dark mode true. No, we don't quite want to do that. I think we just want to, or do we? Mm-hmm. We'll say toggle dark mode. If dark mode on is defined, then use dark mode on. Otherwise, just do the opposite and set it to string. Okay, perfect. So now I think what I can do is I can say I could just remove these and I should be able to say, so that would have been true. So I should be able to say dark code, and then this thing should work. Just manually specifying it, and then if as a fallback, it will just invert whatever it currently is. All right, now some kind of object is getting recorded in there. Oh, I see. It's coming through as a fucking event. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just set it like that, and we'll say toggle dark mode. Okay, so if I refresh the page, it's like, oh, dark mode true. So I can have nothing in here and refresh the page and it says it's true. Um, Chat apparently zapped my balance. Thank you. I had already refilled it, but I'm wondering, yeah, did it top? No. Actually, I don't know how to check at this point because I think it works because I feel like that's more sats than I had even after I chopped it up and I've been using it for a little bit, so it probably worked. Yeah. Hmm. So tried pulling dark mode from local storage. Tried pulling it from local storage and it was null. So then it tries to run toggle dark mode false, which would be this passing it in like that. So then we say that's where that is coming from. That's line 66. So we should be saying, okay, local storage set item, dark mode on. If dark mode on is fine, set dark mode on. '66. And then we're going to set dark mode to if dark mode is on. If dark mode on. Oh. That's what I'm really trying to check for there. So there's nothing in there. It's like, oh, okay, it's false. There's like something really dumb that I'm doing that I'm not noticing right now. You know what? I'm going to notice it tomorrow. That's it. Okay, this is pretty good progress. Got the header component mostly built out. Just got to figure out what I'm doing wrong on the dark mode thing here. And then that'll be a win, not just for the header, but also for the whole site as a whole. So it's good work invested in. Once I get it right here, it'll work everywhere across the whole site. So yeah, that's good. Cool. I'm gonna take a break now. I'll be back at it more some this week. And yeah, this has been cool.